Hey YouTube, this is Prometheus giving you guys more than the meta. So I recently had a subscriber make a comment online on how you stop the run in my nickel double A gap defense. Well guys, if you are like me at all and don't want to spend hours on hours and hours of mastering gap shooting, but you want to have stout run D, then you want to watch this video. I'm going to share with you 3 different things that you need to know that have more effective defense on the game, and it's good for people that have terrible users just like me. Now, the first thing I want to point out to you is a lot of people like to use their middle linebackers for their run defense and basically shoot the gaps. The only problem with using a middle linebacker is a lot of times that middle linebacker is going to get picked up by a blocker by the offensive line or the fullback. The best player to use her in a running situation would be your safety, and the reason is that the offensive line and the blocking assignments are not set to go after your middle safety. So that's usually one of your best users. And if he does actually get picked up by a blocker, a lot of times that means another defender is going to be available to come off the edge who's unblocked to go ahead and bottle up that run for you. The next thing you need to know is your run fits, and basically what defenders are going to play run fits and which defenders are not going to play run fits. So if you take a look at this coverage right now, I'm playing a too high shell. That means those safeties in the too high shell will not play a run fit. So they're actually not going to attack the ball. So if you look at the safeties, they back up at least 7 yards before they actually start coming down and defending against the run. In a cover 3 shell, the outside defenders, including the middle safety, do not play run fits. So they'll fall back instead of attacking the ball on a run play. So if you look at your outside defensive backs and the middle safety, all 3 of them drop back and don't attack the ball until the ball carrier gets past the line of scrimmage. Now, cover 2 zone is unique because the outside defenders, the cloud flats, they're going to attack the run a lot better than in a man coverage or the other zones we look. So if you see the defensive backs will actually go ahead and attack the ball on the outside, but those safeties drop back once again. So because of that, you have to take that in consideration with your run fits. Cover 2 zone coverages are good against outside runs. Stretch plays or outside pitch plays, because that corner on the outside is going to attack the run if it comes its way. A very popular defense that gets used and is very effective against the run is a cover 4 shell, and the reason why is that the middle safeties actually play run fits. So if you take a look at the middle safeties, these guys actually come down and play the run right away in good angles. But the outside defenders on the right side and the left side, the corners, they fall back in coverage, giving up basically outside of the running lanes or stretch plays or pitches. So if using your safety is going to help you shoot the gaps and mess up the blocking assignments, and if you know your run fits based on your defense, what other things can you do to make sure that you don't have to gap shoot correctly and make it easier for your defense to make plays for you by not run committing? What you can do is run a hybrid shell with your defense, which will make all 11 players play run fits, and you can use your safety to go ahead and clean up the run. So what a lot of players do is they switch up their deep blues instead of deep halves on a cover 2 man, and what they'll do is they'll actually go ahead and take those guys and put them into basically spies or user one of their players, and you'll see that they're going to immediately go ahead and attack the ball and be more effective. Another strategy that a lot of players do when they're playing is they'll take their safeties and put them on man responsibilities with the outside receivers, and they're going to immediately come out and play the run more effectively. So you can see right here, this guy comes biting down and plays the run immediately because he's got a man assignment. Now, some high-level Madden players, what they'll do is they'll actually go ahead and put cloud flats out and then man up their defenders onto the wide receiver that they pulled off. And this is really going to bottle up your defense again. So you can see how this guy shoots to the outside. This safety comes down and fills in the gap, And there's really nowhere for this running back to go because basically all of his holes are going to have a defender in the area. You can do same type of hybrid coverage with the cover 3 and basically put flats out there and user the middle safety and force him to go outside. So before, this guy was falling back in coverage, and now he's biting on the ball just by a few yards, and he's protecting the edge. You can see he's looking at the edge, and he's not going to allow your opponent to get to the outside, and you've got all these other run fits that are attacking. So it's going to make it very difficult for your opponent to pick up any major yards when you got the edges protected with flat zones out there. Now, my preference of run defense is I like a cover 4 shell. Typically what I do is I'll press, and I'll take my outside guys and actually put them in soft squats. And basically what that's going to do is it's going to give me kind of the best of both worlds. I'm going to have safeties that are going to play run fits, and my corners on the outside will not give up the sideline and actually protect the outside run. If you look at the defense, the entire defense is playing run fits and attacking the ball, and I'm not run committing. I've got all my guys in run fits and coming down. Any good Madden player can look at this run defense and think, hey, I can hit this guy for a one-play touchdown down the sideline. And that's true, but if you are showing them a cover 4 shell and they're running the ball and you guys are basically committing and coming down and attacking the ball, your opponent is not going to catch on that you're running this run defense. Now, you want to blend in a basic cover 4 on a regular basis, maybe a basic cover 3, and then if you expect them to run to the left side, you go ahead and put a cloud flat out there, and you understand that as your user, you might have to protect that wide area of the field to take away that big shot play. So that's going to be kind of like your responsibility. But this is essentially a way to go ahead and run your defenses and make it very difficult for your opponent to make any kind of adjustments. So once again, guys, I really appreciate the support. And if you like tips like this, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and comment below on how you set up your run defense. Like, what strategies do you guys use online, and share it with the community. Thank you for support. Until next time.